The man who was told you'll never be big enough, then built a dynasty that shocked bodybuilding forever. When people talk about dominance in bodybuilding, one name hits like a thunderbolt: Phil Heath. But what if I told you this 7-time Mr. Olympia wasn't even supposed to make it? Yeah, that's the shocking truth. Phil Heath didn't come from the typical hardcore bodybuilding background. No early obsession with iron, no teenage years spent chasing size. He was a basketball player, fast, athletic, but not massive. In a sport where giants rule, he looked average. And that's where the doubt started. Critics laughed, experts dismissed him. Too small. Not genetically elite. He'll never compete with monsters. But they made one fatal mistake. They underestimated his obsession. The moment Phil stepped into bodybuilding, something flipped. His work ethic wasn't normal, it was terrifying. While others trained hard, Phil trained with precision, with purpose, with a level of intensity that didn't just build muscle, it sculpted perfection. His muscle bellies? Full, round, unreal. His symmetry? Almost untouchable. His conditioning? Sharp enough to slice through competition. But here's the part that shocked everyone. His rise was too fast. Within just a few years, Phil Heath went from a newcomer to a serious threat. No slow grind, no years of struggle in the shadows. He exploded onto the scene like a force nobody could control. And when he stepped on the Mr. Olympia stage, everything changed. In 2011, he didn't just compete, he dethroned a legend. He took down Jay Cutler, a multiple-time champion, and claimed the throne. Just like that, a new king was born. But what followed wasn't just success, it was domination. Year after year, Phil Heath walked onto the Olympia stage with a physique that looked almost unreal. Fans called him the gift, not just because of genetics, but because of how perfectly everything came together. His 3D muscle look? Insane. His stage presence? Commanding. His confidence? Borderline intimidating. He didn't just win, he made others look like they didn't belong. 7 consecutive Mr. Olympia titles. Let that sink in. In a sport where even one title is legendary, Phil stacked 7 like it was inevitable. But behind that dominance, there was pressure. Massive pressure. Because the higher you rise, the harder the world tries to tear you down. Criticism started growing louder. People said he was too cocky. Some claimed his physique was slipping. Others waited, desperately, for him to fall. And then, it happened. In 2018, Phil Heath lost. Years of ruling the stage, he was dethroned by Shawn Rhoden. The bodybuilding world was stunned. The king was no longer the king. For many athletes, that moment would break them. But Phil Heath isn't many athletes. He disappeared. No stage appearances, no competition, silence. People thought it was over. They said, he's done, he won't come back, his era is finished. But what they didn't understand was Phil was rebuilding. Not just his body, his mindset, his strategy, this hunger. Years passed. The game evolved, new champions emerged, but the shadow of Phil Heath never left the sport, because deep down, everyone knew, if he comes back, everything changes. And when he finally returned to the Olympia stage, it wasn't just a comeback, it was a statement. A statement that greatness doesn't disappear, it waits, it evolves, it strikes when the world least expects it. Phil Heath's journey isn't just about winning titles, it's about proving everyone wrong. From a not big enough basketball player to one of the most dominant Mr. Olympias in history. To a man who faced defeat, disappeared, and still remained one of the most feared names in bodybuilding. This isn't normal, this is legacy, this is obsession, this is Phil Heath. And the most shocking part, even after everything he's achieved, people still debate his place among the greatest, which means one thing. His story isn't just legendary, it's unforgettable. And in bodybuilding,